decided to have a debate with real life people, 9 to 5 workers versus streamers debate. What is harder?
How are you gonna disrespect your mom like that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job is dangerous.
You would have to go
Looks fire.
to work.
Went
to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
You guys are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Why does he have... Oh, what? Why they got a whole bunch of old heads in this bitch? Obviously. Yeah, this about to get crazy.
What's up? How's it going?
Same old different day.
Okay. All right, so my argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for fucking pennies.
See, that's the thing is you're right. You get up every day, you go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused. You don't have to be locked in. You wake up, you go, you flip some patties, maybe you sign a few envelopes, answer a few phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch that never
when you're
turns
a mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man.
I'm not gonna lie. Lacey, low key, the points Lacey making is true. Cause I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, if I'm not talking, nigga. Like when I'm at work, bro. Like, yeah, I'm just there, low key. Like I say the same shit. Like I'm not gonna lie. When I'm at work, I'm a fucking bot. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm at work, I'm a bot. I literally like, hi, did you find everything okay? I say that shit every time. Literally, I have like 3 words that I say at work, and I have fake laughs. I'm gonna be honest, yo, my coworkers, if you're watching, gang, I don't laugh. I'm not laughing for real, gang. I'm not, nigga. I'm just laughing because, nigga, I ain't got shit else better to do.
Man, I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We have to deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of
Bullshit.
people critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every thought we have.
You guys got it made, man. I wish I had it made.
True. We got niggas like Tuck. Hold on, let me show y'all some. We got niggas like Tuck. Yo, we got niggas like Tuck, telling me 5 p.m. sharp. You feel me? Like, shit different, bro. Like, shit is different. They don't got niggas telling them that, bro.
Like, y'all,
We don't have to go sign a few envelopes and put them in a mailbox.
Man,
We
you
have
got
to
it
be,
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend?
Because
What's the
the
next
shit I
idea?
go through every
Oh my
day.
God, I have
And
to
got
stream
dogs,
today.
And I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And
every
you have
day.
lunch breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You got
high energy, 24/7.
I wish I could be at home like you and kick back and get paid.
I don't even.
Yeah, all right. His ass. Bro, come on, bro. All right, see, that's a stupid argument, bro. You have to, like, okay, genuinely, when you're streaming, bro, you have to be, like, engaging, bro. If you're not engaging, niggas are not going to watch you, bro. Niggas are not going to watch you. And, like, being engaging is very draining, bro. Like, having to talk to, like, niggas, it's fun. I'm not going to lie. Don't get me wrong. This shit fun, but, nigga, it is draining, too, bro. He's talking about getting chased by dogs. Shit, nigga, you chose that job.
We're not even at home. We're walking around.
Man,
We're walking
I
around
wanna
doing
do
things,
all of
going
that
to
because
parties, doing
the
all this
shit
stuff.
I got to slave just for not even 100,000 a year. I got to work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this? You're guaranteed to get paid. You have a
No, I'm not.
steady rate.
You're not guaranteed?
If I don't work, I don't get paid. It's simple as that.
Yeah, but you have a guaranteed pay.
Guaranteed pay if you
No,
work.
I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't want
I
to work.
got to work at the job for
If
years.
I don't go live, I don't
just
get paid
to
either.
accumulate.
You don't got to deal with people spamming L's.
Yes, we have people in the chat spamming L's. Oh, this is bullshit. We don't like this video. We have to
All right, these niggas bullshitting, bro.
create content. Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it
Yo,
going?
nigga,
Guys,
that's
like this stream.
trolling, bro.
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. F that. F does not define shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this seat is not a streamer?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I fucking hate, bro. Streaming's becoming oversaturated, bro. Why can't niggas be on a desktop again? Niggas don't know the core foundation of streaming, bro. Niggas don't know the core foundation. Niggas like Bruce, Niggas like Agent, bro. Niggas like Kai, niggas like Rage, niggas like fucking Max, bro. They don't know the foundation, bro. These niggas just want to stream just to make money, bro. They don't know. They don't even know what streaming is. They didn't watch streaming before, bro. They don't know what streaming actually is, bro. They just do streaming because they see what niggas making money. Niggas don't actually know what streaming is, bro. I do streaming because I actually fucking like streaming. I've been watching streaming since I was a fucking kid, bro. I actually like this shit, dude. These niggas, I hate that shit, bro, because I see niggas just try to stream just because they just for the money, bro. They don't want to stream because they fucking like it, dude. That shit pisses me off. They just hit a chord. It just hit a fucking chord, bro. It hit a nerve, bro. Can't even lie. That shit just hit a nerve.
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
I get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I get called fat and chubby. All my homeboys call me chubby, fat,
Well,
whatever.
That's your homeboys, though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's a homeboy.
Yeah, and you right, homeboy. You right. But check this out, my nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing flags.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
So you raised your flag. Is there a reason you did
Yeah,
that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only...
One more thing. I'm gonna stop pausing it. But they chose this shit, though. They chose that shit. We can't lie. They chose that shit. Because there's ways, you could do shit to, like, be self-independent. But I get it. It is hard, though. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody gets the luck of the draw. But, yeah. They did choose this shit, though. Some of them didn't go to college, Some of them didn't, go to trade school, something like that, so...
only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children every day, too.
We deal with tens of thousands of children and
Oh,
adults.
these
The
niggas
Lazy
are
Thugs
rage
are.
though.
Do you not know who the Lazy Thugs are?
Oh my
I
God.
can't go out in public without 10 kids coming up and asking for a picture.
I would love that,
That is
bro.
my life.
Isn't that...
I would love that. I would be like, yo, I got you, bro, but I'm not gonna lie, this shit would go worse than later. All right,
How long
done
do you think
pausing.
this is going to last?
Forever.
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's gonna last forever. Having a job, being
That's
a
why
cook,
he gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would you
Job.
do if you lost completely all your YouTubers?
They
You
trolling.
had nothing.
But they
no
trolling
one
these
watched
old
you anymore.
motherfuckers.
I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work.
Wait, are they actually upset? Yo, I think they're rage baiting them. I think they're actually upset. Damn, these old fucks, they're actually mad. I thought we were having a civil conversation. She seems upset, genuinely.
And I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the office.
And I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He
This nigga
lost
Adapt
everybody.
is
He has
trolling,
no
bro.
followers
That's
whatsoever. He would have to turn
but
around.
you're proving my point.
You would have
You're
to turn
proving my
around.
point. You're proving my point on why this is harder because I could lose it all tomorrow.
Yeah, but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You can go cook over here, cook over there.
That's facts.
You
That's facts.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that security.
I was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still
Oh man, she wasn't no real fucking cook. The fuck?
You still cook. You go cook for another
She
school.
wasn't no real
I
cook.
think I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I
What's
see
that?
red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
People struggling getting jobs. Facts. That is true.
I think something you guys aren't taking into account. Say we get a brand deal. I gotta post on an Instagram story.
Adapt is
find
trolling.
out.
He's trolling. He's trolling.
Like I gotta make sure I get
Bro,
the full
Adapt
local
is trolling.
Not to mention,
You have to do work.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling
Yo, they're
off.
trolling,
My name is
bro.
Rhonda. I'm a registered nurse from the South.
Nice to meet you,
From
Rhonda.
Pine- 35 years
J.O.B.
ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative, I thought. I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism back in the 60s and the 50s.
This fucking guy redeemed the hairline check. Here you go, bro. I literally got a haircut, dumbass dude. Yeah, my shit fresh, nigga. My shit fresh. I know.
People didn't give a rat's ass if you created
Shit a
something,
mess.
and they
You're a
wouldn't
bitch.
support your business. So yes, a 9 to 5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3,
Looks like a chart.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter.
Rhonda,
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Damn, bro. Hey, bro, y'all sub up, please.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Have you ever done
You
it?
get spoiled. No. You get spoiled, and your mama and daddy keep giving it to you.
Rhonda,
Because
I got a
did it.
question for Rhonda. I got a
did
question
it.
for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30
Dead
days straight,
24
hours a day.
day and night. No break.
We all streamed
That
for.
ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home
They're
afterwards,
trolling.
see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
life. You know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean boo-boo?
When have you ran a 3-minute ad?
You
When have you
clean
ever
up
ran? You
vomit,
never ran a 3-minute ad.
You pass trays, you shorthand.
All right, hold on. Let me see how hard it is to run a 3-minute ad, bro. What is this guy? What is this guy Lacey talking about? Let me see how hard it is. All right, just 1 minute. Let me see. Damn, but that was kind of taxing. I can't lie. Fuck. My bad, E-Man. My bad, yo.
Talk about the fake relationships that you have.
Oh my God.
Now
It's fake
think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person, we call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without
Now,
them
Lacey.
finding out and judging.
Now, Lacey, I am a parasocial nigga. I've been seeing this shit with Darla gang. Come on, bro. She did you nutty and he dated her. Shit, I'm a parasocial though. I can't lie. I'm a parasocial.
Got caught with my ex.
I got caught with my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile for it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about
Because
you.
that's our
job.
You said you're a nurse, right?
35 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor, et cetera, or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh, bro.
Short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
These niggas are trolling, dude.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yep.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your
part of the
editors,
face team?
your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
Well, that's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was a shitty take, bro. Cause what? Who would they have to record if these niggas weren't the personalities they were? That was a shit take. These guys are all bots for clapping. They didn't even process that shit. These niggas are slow.
They wouldn't have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
I would even go as far to say as every person in this room, we keep them employed as well. Because here's the thing, we get sponsors from these companies that have 9-to-5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you
See,
know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a
Why
year.
is she laughing? Bro, she's making me mad.
She's a school cook. Why is she laughing? Like she's some 5-star chef. Stop laughing, Odie.
I actually feel like they're wrong.
Stable Ronaldo streams are high energy and entertaining, often featuring Fortnite gameplay, funny reactions, and interactive moments with fans. Known for his humor and loud personality, he keeps his audience engaged with constant commentary and viral clips. On Twitch, he boasts around 3.9 followers, averages 23,000 viewers per month per stream.
Hi, I'm Chris.
Kind of got
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%. You have
Makes
security.
it easier
Talk about
for
raises.
Makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because they're pay is
Yeah,
guaranteed.
when you go to work every day, everyone's
so you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you?
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy.
I can't take this nigga Jason serious. He got NMS tatted on his throat. So this video is long ago because this nigga had Alexander Hamilton Pinkovich adapt, which I didn't know that was his name, so I searched it up. Why is this nigga named Alexander Hamilton Pinkovich? That is insane.
The knowledge, you don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay. That's one aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or wherever Lacey is easier than a streamer, yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas. You have to stay relevant.
We're talking about ideas now. Okay,
yeah,
we're talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to start with though? But it doesn't make. But you're not even.
Man, this old ass nigga not even listening, bro. He pissing me off, bro. I hate niggas like this, bro. He pissing me off.
You keep switching it, so why don't you answer my question? I'm not switching anything. You 100% are. Yeah, so how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
stuff
is
that
difficult.
You need creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort zone. Yeah. You need to be able to actually make people believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you watch YouTube?
Much YouTube.
So it's the same thing.
Absolutely,
so the people that you're entertained by are the people like us, just for a different audience.
That's true. But you're talking about entertainment as a job. We could talk about entertainment
as a job. But this is entertainment.
Entertainment
but my question to you is why?
Absolutely.
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think that working at like a Foot Locker or something like that, I'm just using that because that's the best example, is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word hard means to you. Because
in the sense of everyday activity. Because some people around here said, oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh, yeah. Okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
of
people.
When you're creating that content and you have your phone, you're dealing with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
coworkers
and you're not
That's not true at all. I have an editor that I pay who relies on me. If I stop doing any type of content, he loses a job.
So when you go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your coworkers and interpersonal thing. Tell me how much you do of that stuff while you are actually doing your job for however many number of hours that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that stuff that everybody's watching you do.
Go ahead.
No, but there's actually a mental aspect.
I understand that.
No. Let me hear me out. Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most important thing in life. So do you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that?
Sorry, bye. See you later.
See you on a lot of flags.
That shit's disrespectful. Fuck that nigga, yo.
What's your name?
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hey, shit. Hey, bro. Hey, for me. Hey, shit.
I'm not gonna lie. She's right. We good though. We good.
All right. So you guys were talking about the mental.
Hold on now.
Aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home. But
look at the nigga Silky, bro.
If I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long
berated.
Have you been on social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000 followers off the bat, and I was very young, and I started working with different brands.
Okay.
I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other opportunities.
You're just saying a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Just so I can answer a couple. So you were saying like to go back to the beginning, you were saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home, like.
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how I would have been able to do it without.
Example. So you said 14 you started. I started at 16. For about 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down. Right?
Yeah.
I lost everything, fell off completely. About to myself. It's a real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why are you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9-to-5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my, like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making more than my rent.
Yeah.
So I was
You were in the red every month.
I was in the
I
red
got
every
you.
single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like,
Hold on, Odie. Why's he snapping?
when you're alone too and everything's going down, where's my support system?
I don't like why she laughing.
I'm not gonna lie. This cafeteria cook pissing me off, bro. Kick her out the video, bro. She broke.
So I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you
She's
started
4.
streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege? Before you
It's
go
privilege because you have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What
take
is that?
9
That's
to
a whole
5.
different discussion. So a lot of people don't have houses.
A lot of
when they
people
working
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or accept
But that's a
them.
whole different conversation. What does that have to do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to
opportunity-
LA?
I'm not gonna lie. They chose the wrong people to argue, bro. What is she talking about? She's saying he's privileged for having I mean, it's privileged to have a roof over your head, but come on, bro. That's so out of left field. It's crazy.
I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
That's
Do you
privilege.
not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in San Diego.
Yo, I can't, bro. I can't, bro.
I was reselling shoes to afford my mom's mortgage and everything.
I get it. I've definitely helped my family out in times where I was able to, but I also had to have my family support me in order for me to have certain opportunities to make money in the first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
Yo, I'm so upset right now. I don't know why I'm like so like in deep to this video, but these phase niggas, their entire net worth is more than all these motherfuckers that's hating outside the ring. So I feel like it's just low key hate. You feel me? I feel like it's just hate, bro. It's just fucking hate. Like it's I'm getting rage baited, bro. I gotta chill.
I set up my life.
It's a
to that.
video.
I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her
But
foot
she
in the
knew
door.
that she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
How is it not secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing's secure. You just proved my point. But you just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day, even if
let's
you
say
lose,
I lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral videos.
She don't know how much money he got.
Even if people are hating on you and
That's not
shitting on you, that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So
school.
were we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Adapt is a top tier variety and IRL streamer, averaging around 12.9K viewers per stream on Twitch with 930,000 followers and peaking as a high as 45,986 concurrent viewers. FaZe Adapt is a key figure in FaZe Clan. He helped shape FaZe's brand from his original stage to now.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe.
Gabe, how we doing?
I'm doing good. So first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing, it's a weekly thing, it's a monthly thing, it's a yearly thing, it's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful, because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker or their boss, they're gonna lose their job. If you lose some followers because of something you say, you'll get other followers. And you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession, there's not a lot of jobs, as could be now, they get potentially homeless or worse.
You ever heard of cancel culture?
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people have been canceled and came back? I mean, it happens all the time. Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times.
but check
you're
it out.
done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you, you need to build that over years and years and years and hours of trust and communication and intimate relationships with your audience.
Okay, so
that's not something that's just given to you. You don't just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers.
Of course not. It takes work for sure. But like what you guys are talking about,
I'm not gonna lie. The work to get to that point is on the. I feel like it's on the same level. I can't lie. Like, bro, I have a job right now, bro. I damn near work. I'm not gonna lie. I damn near work harder on my videos and like thinking of shit I can do for stream than I do for work. When I'm at work, I think about what I can do on stream. I just go to work and I work from 9 to 5, bro. And I don't even think of stuff like that, bro. I just think of what I want to do online, on work, like on stream, bro. I don't even think about my job, to be honest. I'm just there.
Out in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you guys, so a large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever, but at the same time, like, you're doing exactly what most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time, no matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5 has to do that.
I said, what do you do?
I'm a college professor, so. I have to do that same
so
sort
you
of.
just gotta come in and teach the same shit for the next 10, 15 years?
Yes, you're right.
Come on, man.
We
already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially reteaching the same curriculum to the same students.
That I had to take
what I'm
years
saying?
to learn, but
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old.
Okay.
It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I don't think anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't think anyone in this room could quick show.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years,
Okay.
right? Then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years,
Okay.
right?
All right.
And then I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out, fix FaZe Clan, and then do streaming.
Okay.
So
with how many people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
For which stages?
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team.
When I was
Was it just you? Like
No. It
Okay.
was just me. There's receipts of this.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from?
When I was
How did
13
YouTube become so
when I was
easy?
13
Because
years
a
old.
bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing.
That's
and
what you did in the previous
so
voice.
if it didn't exist, you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record, and then just talk.
The fact that you have a campus to teach on. Then boom, there you go.
Right, but I also had to spend years earning my credentials and mastering.
And I did it.
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
I'm Vicky, and my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
Brother.
Physicality of being a hair and makeup stylist?
Guys,
I know how to do a 3-strand braid.
Just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone
know.
is very different. Very different than having to get up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your hair, makeup, all of your supplies.
I'm not gonna lie, she can't be the one saying this, bro. You choose to do that. That's your passion. So I don't understand. You choose to do that, bro. And being a hair and makeup stylist is not Like that. Like if that's what you like, I'm pretty sure if you do that job, you must like that. So I mean, I'm pretty sure like you chose that job. I don't know why you're complaining about that. You signed up for that. Literally, you signed up for that.
Haul it around, get up early in the morning. You stand on
She
your
don't get
feet
up early in the morning.
all
She
day.
lying like shit.
You never sit down.
I hear you, I hear you.
You're
I built a
house.
You're breathing in toxic chemicals all day.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your
just
job
chill,
isn't
chill.
dangerous.
She just said being a hair and makeup stylist is dangerous. She's reaching. She's reaching. She's reaching. She's reaching. She's reaching. She's reaching. No, get her off. Get her off. Get her off. She's reaching. She's reaching. Get her off now.
Your job isn't physically taxing. You're just talking into a microphone.
Get her off
so
now.
Your whole
She doesn't
thing,
get fat.
your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No, no,
physical.
no, but-
I'm saying that
I
a
just-
9 to
y'all let
5
me talk for a
job where
second.
you physically have to do
So-
some hauling around stuff.
So
and
physically, I physically
you're
can't
just
haul
talking
around
into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage. No one in here. Come on, man. None of you can.
And you have to do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually,
You're
yes.
thinking of 4 days they had a trick shot. You're thinking of 4 days they had a trick shot.
Actually, yes, I would have
Hours
to
a
do
day.
that.
And then your day is never
Yes, I
done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
No,
all of the
wait,
things
wait.
that you
Stop.
use?
No. Listen,
You have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of
Vicky.
your gear.
You don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You
done.
don't know about if the Elgato
The message haven't been
wasn't on.
sending?
When you're done, you're
I don't
done.
know.
Oh my God, disable
Elgato?
resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor the clips without disabling and resample,
Oh my God.
my montage is fucked.
They're
The main
trolling.
underlying argument here is what you
Yo,
do
they're
is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go as far
Okay,
as
so
I don't
how long
Damn.
today do you trick shot?
Get a lawyer on here or something.
How many hours
guys
a
ever do.
day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours
to.
a day
However
trick
long I
shotting?
needed to hit a clip.
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off of stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 1010. I would have to get to last. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about the dead zones.
Talk about dead zone.
Stick drip.
Stick drip.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical. A lot of it is just talking.
Yeah, but she also said it was dangerous. We could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
I gotta.
Wait.
They're laughing. That's happened recently.
I've gotten a pumpkin thrown on my head by a
A
crackhead.
crackhead ran up to him on stream and
almost died.
Almost
Because he
decapitated
quoted
him
his
when he
thoughts.
was-
Yeah.
That's trust. All right, round 4. Silky. Silky's a high-energy IRL and GTA 5 streamer, known for reactive, interactive streams alongside other FaZe members on Twitch. He has 866,000 followers, averaging roughly 8,000 to 22,000 viewers per stream during events like subathons, and peaked at 60K in peak moments.
My name is Thelma. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very occupational. My last job.
Ex-librarian.
As a librarian.
Oh, hell nah. Come on, bro. They got librarians in this bitch. All you gotta do is just sit there and tell me to shut up. All you gotta do is sit there and tell me to shut up, bro. Are you serious? And sort through books. Are you dead ass right now? Come on. Yo, you can't tell me being a librarian is not hard, is fucking easier than being a streamer, bro. You got me fucked up, dude. No. See? No. See, this is where I draw the line, bro. The doctors, that makes sense. Doctors and shit, surgeons, that makes sense. A fucking librarian? No.
Elementary school children. I have been an executive
Bro, oh my God, elementary? Bro, literally in elementary, all they did was just sit there the whole time. Sit there and eat. I swear to God, elementary, all I did, I seen them just sit there and eat in the library, bro. They didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. Yo, she's trying to, oh my.
secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes.
Oh my
all that,
gosh.
you know, because it's who you are that we create social media all the time because that's what.
Yeah, they do redeem it sometimes.
9 to 5ers, and we interact and
the kids do redeem it sometimes, but still, bro,
have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
Oh, so wait, E-Man, I got a question for you, E-Man. Yo, E-Man, if I was not talking to you in this chat, would you be in this chat? Would you be in this chat? I have to interact with you. I have to interact with niggas in this chat so niggas can stay and speak to me and watch me, bro. I have to talk, bro. I have to sit there and fucking talk to niggas, bro. I have to talk to the fucking camera in the fucking chat.
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
So wait, isn't she debating for it? That's making it harder for us.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video.
Yes.
We save lives every day, probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
And that cafeteria lady think with that nasty ass food she be serving me that she's saving my life, she ruining my life. She lowering my life expectancy. What the hell? She ruining my life. She a cafeteria cook. What? You ruining my life, that bullshit food you be serving.
You know about going out and to the clubs at night, staying out till 2, 10 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was having fun.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so.
So, but I'm saying it's like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people like this.
Okay, now.
What kind of shit's going on?
You go to the club, you get to put some shades on, and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that
drunk,
your choice?
You're high. You're hungover. Just get off screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your choice?
We don't like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this life.
That's the thing. We can't.
And that's what's happening now. That's what's happening now with the whole world. It's a total disconnect.
Oh my God, she chose to be a librarian. That's your life. You chose it. Stop complaining. You chose that shit. And the nigga with the thick ass mustache, you chose to be a fucking teacher and teach the same shit for 15 years of your life.
When you have a 9 to 5, you dealing with people. You touching people's hearts,
We deal with
souls,
people's
mind. No, you are not.
Do you know how many bands we meet a day?
Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you watch any entertainment?
Oh my God.
Of course I watch
So do
entertainment.
you ever,
I got kids.
wait,
I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then they
We're
interact with
touching
you.
them.
But the interaction is
Did
not
it make
real.
you feel better?
When I'm watching
Wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all
watched-
depends on
have you ever been
it all
entertained?
depends- it
Have you
all
ever been
depends
entertained
on
and been
what's
like, oh,
coming.
I feel good?
Some of it is
I got a
fake.
banger right now.
Some of it is fake.
You see, you're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer your because I'm debating him.
Okay, yeah.
But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you. Right
Okay,
now. Go
all
ahead.
right, come on.
So when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
Do you know? You just like you. Wait a minute. Somebody made a comment about, oh, I can't even go out with my girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am.
Come on now. You don't gotta lie.
I do social media.
I'm saying what we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, "Oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch you
Or their
every
hands
single
shaking,
day.
their hands shaking.
Like you were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel?
Yep.
I've had kids
Ben
come
10.
up hundreds of times throughout years of my life. Had kids come up to me and say these things. So
Okay.
What does this guy do?
I'm a server at an
Restaurant
Italian
server.
restaurant.
Come on,
Okay.
man. Life's easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day. bro.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the
My mom
most
was.
difficult shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect
She
your
loves
mom
it.
and say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
it's
so
easy.
rude,
Because
honestly.
she works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
Let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She
Yeah,
works at 2
serving gets
hospitals.
hard.
No
I respect
disrespect.
servers, bro.
No disrespect, but what you do,
I respect servers.
I'm not your target audience.
Servers gotta be like, they gotta have customer service, like a whole bunch of shit, yeah. I respect servers.
So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. You don't watch me because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay. I didn't have to interact with nobody, just packing meat.
Yeah, Will.
Come on, bro.
Is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun.
Hell yeah.
Do you make it
I
fun?
enjoy this shit.
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Nah, everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What are you doing today? We'll swap stories.
Yeah, Silky being stupid. Come on, nigga. This shit fun, nigga. I can't lie. Yeah, woo. Hey, woo. Come on, woo. Woo. You know this shit fun, gang. You know this shit fun. Nigga, hey, where I'm working at, nigga, that shit ain't fun, nigga. It's boring as hell.
What are you doing today?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. It sounds like you're jealous. I'm not gonna lie.
Not as decent.
Okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
that was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No. Listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. Know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them. No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done other than smoking pot and waking up at 4.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up. I
Nah,
gotta brush
Woo
my
tripping,
teeth,
bro.
right? Gotta make sure, cause I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure that my
He got Chanel earrings like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Silky
I gotta
yapping,
make sure
bro.
I'm freshly saving. I'm not saving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool.
Silky got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I can just game it after work, bro. I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for the stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we can just scrabble something around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m., I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is fried.
You know what's crazy?
My mind
9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work
You
today.
already did
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You're going to sleep.
What?
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
Kill
I don't know the.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. My turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is he?
Wait,
It means-
is that racist?
Wow.
Get this racist out here. He has no social cues. Oh, you're back?
Baby, I want to say to you,
Rhonda.
I'm your black auntie.
Yeah,
That's what I
okay.
want to say.
Uh-huh.
You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said,
I'm an introvert. I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
And that's okay. But what?
Silky. Woo. 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 Woo.
What is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
You're a hero, Woo!
I'm a superhero.
Woo, you're a hero! Number 5, Jason. Jason, a fast-rising Twitch streamer known for energetic gaming, IRL streams, and comedic content. Since joining FaZe in April 2024, he's amassed around 1.4 million Twitch followers, peaked at 100K subscribers during a subathon, and was briefly the second most subscribed streamer on Twitch. She back up there? Damn, they hogging the ball. They ball hogging.
I'm good. How are you?
You look great. You look
That's
great.
right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe 9 to 5 is harder. I mean, fuck.
No way this guy fucked up.
I think dreaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
Wait. Yeah.
So,
no,
my
Eugene.
question-
I loved her.
My
bad.
question-
I loved her, and you're
My
laughing.
parasocial
My
update.
question
Fuck
again.
Bro, this fucking cafeteria lady, bro. You're poor. She's poor. She is poor. Why does she keep laughing? Don't you got some bills to pay?
Question. If you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you loved that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice, and
So
that's
you-
what you have to do.
so you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9 to 5,
lost the human
if I
touch
was flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe 1,
But
2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
But that's not the point, though. The point
No,
is
that's my point. That's my point.
streaming is harder
Was
than 9 to 5.
that
That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag. He
Yeah.
ran up a
He
bag.
did it for a bag.
He did it for a bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
something that I
future
love?
Something that I'm passionate about and motion. I pick motion.
I'm Lala Costa.
Lala Costa? Yes. Amazing name.
Interesting name. Oh, she's an attorney. Here we go.
She makes a percent
Oh.
of people's
attorney.
Fuck ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5, that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, but I have to because this is what I built my career off of. I
You
started.
feel stuck.
Jason
I
the
feel
Wing.
stuck, yeah.
Jason the Wing.
Have you ever watched a show and you
retires.
stopped watching it?
Mm,
Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
all the time.
it's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That
I
TV
have to-
show can't. It's done. What happened to all those
No
actors?
more
They
passion?
gotta
Canceled
go
because
to
I
the-
stopped watching?
Well, no, I'm saying if thousands
Baby,
of thousands of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of
focusing
people.
on-
You guys know what Cartoon Network is?
If your
It's gone.
stop, would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot. That's the point.
Round 6. Damn, this nigga Jason barely had anything. Round 6, Swag. In September 2022, Swag signed an exclusive streaming contract with YouTube Gaming, becoming the first Facecam member to do so. During his tenure on YouTube, Swag achieved significant milestones, including a record-setting 80 kills in a single Warzone match alongside fellow Nuke Squad members. He broke into the top 250 of Warzone 3 rank. He clinched a pivotal victory in the WSOW qualifier, securing him $1 million. Bro, what? $1 million purse with his loadout strategy. I swear that was in my reading, bro.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a
Professional model.
But
Okay.
Are you serious? She better not argue about her job. She better argue about like a doctor or something. Because all she gotta do is pose. All she gotta do is pose. That's all she gotta do. You feel me? Come on, man. Bro, come on. They should have chose like doctors or surgeons or some shit.
I've worked.
All she do is sit there.
At the age of 14.
Okay.
I was a
Fuck
gamer
out
too.
her. Fuck
I
out
just
her.
think personally, like I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is you just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people
I was
like
just-
you
I was
out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck. I was-
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No. But
So many.
no. But specifically, what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait,
Okay.
Can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. If some motherfucker tell me I'm lucky, some motherfucker tell me I'm lucky when I make it, bro. You don't see the shit like I go through, bro. You don't know what the fuck I go through, nigga. Yeah, you gotta work and it's luck. I'm not gonna lie, it's luck too. But I'm not gonna lie, it is luck. But nigga, the hours I put in, the hours editing, nigga, the hours I try to think of shit, bro. Come on, bro. Shit ain't luck. It is luck, but it's not, because you gotta work to have luck. If you don't work, nigga, you ain't gonna have no luck.
Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like.
So you were
gaming.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do
Keep
with
God
my
in your
life while
life,
you were
too.
gaming? You're like,
Just-
oh, let's
that's
go.
I was 16, so it wasn't really like that.
You weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life, like what should I study, what should I like, where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck. It's just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
Yeah, no.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have.
Oh my God, he could have cooked her. He put thousands of hours in, and he didn't know if he was gonna make it or not. She put 1,000 hours in, and she knew where she was going. He should have said that, bro. Fuck, I would have cooked her right
They
there,
want to
bro.
get lucky by getting a
I would've
job. So I
cooked
think
her.
people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How is
reason.
that luck? If 1 out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
his
the
hard
best?
work and all of his
Is he the
talent?
best?
I got four. I got four.
No,
last
but
year. No. Let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got 4th. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling him
So
you're
that's not luck. That's
like
pure.
less than
That's
1%.
pure skill.
So you're dismissing. Is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Oh yeah, these motherfuckers.
They have a talent. They have
They
a
work-
talent.
they had a
But
team.
as-
So what
you
he-
know how many talented people out there and don't get the chance, they don't get the shot at it?
I don't want to take.
And they just disrespecting LeBron. I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna let that pass.
That's
what you just said.
You just
No.
said.
What he did
I
to get
said
to where
a
he
lot
is.
of people are talented, don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. It was I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just. You dead ass?
Yo, you being serious?
Why you laughing?
Why they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's fucking,
stand on it, stand on it.
if that's luck,
Where's the luck at in that?
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specific pure talent.
Alpha, you ever got your ass ate, bro? See this what I'm talking about, bro. I gotta deal with questions like this. No, I never got my fucking ass ate.
And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you.
Yeah.
Just talk in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never.
What is her talent? What is her talent? She just came out the womb and people say that she looked good, so she became a model. So what's her fucking talent? What's her talent? She has no space to be speaking like this, cause she's a model. She's a professional model. She's literally making money off her looks. She's not doing shit.
Never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't meet the right people. So there are so many even talented actors here. They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck. I just saw an opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, you know what, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly, that's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and do what I do.
You couldn't do it.
That's a skill.
Your son couldn't
I'm not gonna lie, they got some brain dead people on here, bro.
do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't.
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many
They
hours
can't.
a day did you spend?
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I would wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. Bus would come at 7. I'd go
God, they
home, come
hating,
back,
bro.
and
They
do it
just
again.
hating, bro.
I
They're
was
not
16.
even
What's funny?
speaking
There's a
factual
disconnect
here,
here
bro.
because to
Like,
you guys,
see,
when you guys
that
were growing up,
cafeteria
yes, it
lady
was
is
just video
poor,
games
bro.
or
I don't
whatever.
care, bro.
But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
Do you not
good
think?
enough
Do you not
content,
think if you're talented at something, it's a God-given gift?
Video games is not like.
You don't think you don't think it's talent?
You're just too old to understand.
That's It's just, I can't argue that because
Y'all could
I
never
gotta
play
keep it a-
FNCS either. It's
I
the
gotta
same
keep
shit.
it a buck. There's a disconnect.
Same
You come
shit.
from a generation where this didn't exist. This career. You looked at this career and you laughed.
We were
Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports?
Oh.
When you grew up, this didn't exist, so no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit because you're from a completely different generation.
Hold on, Adapt just cooked. Adapt just fucking cooked. I can't even lie. Yo, Adapt just, I think he used all his brain cells on that one. Yo, shout out Adapt, nigga. That was good, nigga. That was
Don't
good.
get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to rap.
That was passionate.
And it's
I'm not
fun.
gonna lie, that was
Like,
passionate.
it's
Oh, you gotta fight back.
He used passion right
I'm not gonna
there.
lie.
Nice meeting you.
He used passion. Okay.
I'm Ronnie.
Ronnie, nice to
This
meet you.
past-
My name's Ronnie.
You were talking about job security. Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like taking it back to. That's being what? What does that even mean?
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back. You
Same way you can
And
do
then you can get another, and then you can get a new job.
If you get laid off, you get a
Yeah,
new
that's
job.
it's kind
okay.
of is it not the same concept? Like
I don't know. Back in 2020, when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, "Oh, let me go to social media." That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know,
And
but
then-
I know, but if you lose a job, you can't.
just get another
No,
one?
you can search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day,
Yeah,
give
COVID
the same
was
spiel,
crazy.
have to give that smile of walking
I'm not gonna lie. Thank God I was like 12 when COVID was going on. Thank God though. I can't lie, nigga.
through
I
my
uploaded
resume.
videos.
I couldn't
I
imagine
uploaded
being an
videos for
adult during
7
that
years
time.
and barely got any
13?
views.
Okay, 13.
And did
It's
you
just-
wait?
it's-
You
it's-
uploaded
it's-
7
Yeah,
videos
13.
and didn't get any
went
views
to school, and still.
and paid rent.
Yes, I still worked. I worked
Oh, so that you had another job.
as a parking attendant. Yes.
Okay, and was that harder
Then what?
than streaming?
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good
Wait,
at your
he's
job.
waiting for.
Yeah, when cars park, they're done. Like it doesn't.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Well, that's
I'm not
that's
security.
that's
I just
a
go.
one
I
nine
go
to
like this. I
five.
go like this. Yo, right there. I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with,
But people
my
play.
next.
Millions play.
Hell nah.
Millions play video games,
Hell nah, nigga. I could play Call of Duty for 10 years. I'll still get shitted on by the best players in the world.
but there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart that you have this gift of like, whoa, when I put my thumb here and this thumb there and do this combo, I do this
You'd be
flip.
surprised. I mean, there's people out there who are genuinely
That they have their opposable
the
thumbs
most
like
gifted-
so good.
That's like saying, "Here's a paintbrush. Go paint me Picasso."
Yeah, that's
like what?
I'm saying this is so hard. If there's certain games that have $1 million prize pools, if there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1 million tournament
You
and
could
win
never.
it.
You couldn't
Perhaps.
win it. You couldn't. You couldn't.
Perhaps.
You wouldn't even. You couldn't. You couldn't.
You
You
couldn't
couldn't.
qualify.
You couldn't.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even
qualify?
find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I don't know.
I need to work for it,
I know.
but
So like,
Tell
but you're
yeah.
dismissing.
I mean, that is true. I mean, that point, it is a skill. I feel like it's a skill because you develop it, bro. Because like when you first start playing, you get shitted on, bro. So I feel like it's a skill less than a talent.
What he does. You're just
Yeah.
dismissing.
You're
I'm
right.
not
Oh, it's
dismissing. I'm saying
it's
that's
not a
easy.
skill. It's not a talent.
I
Like,
said it's a skill.
it's
I didn't
easy.
say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that
But
you
how
can
do you
own.
how
and
do you
can
know
master.
how do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I've played other games.
Not a professional level though.
No, not a professional level because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder?
What
How
is-
do you know?
what
how
does
do
it
you
take
know?
to be on that
Because
level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah.
So
What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all
Just
the time.
gift?
Tens of thousands of hours of work
Uh-huh.
and editing and filming and constantly
I'm just
having
talking
to
about pure
innovate and
skill. As far as like the
reinvent
videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had
you
to
did-
put tens of thousands of hours
Could you get a
into my
refresh second
studies.
zone tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players?
I can also put. I can circle back and give
Do
you
you know how to
different
short launch
terms
pad?
from
When you're
my
trying to get to third
industries.
zone, third moving. Do you know
I
how to
don't know
short?
No,
launch
I
it?
don't. But if
Exactly,
I want,
you couldn't, but Excel sheet, you could do Excel sheet.
no, but exactly. I
They're
can
just talking. They're just talking game.
These
with
refreshes
As a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and ask you, could you do that? No, but if you wanted to, you
Yeah,
would.
these niggas
Us
trolling, bro.
four
Put our brains.
took 3 days. You don't think we can master an Excel sheet?
Oh,
But let me give you. If I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
If I wanted to, I would.
So let's
No.
so let's
Hell
so let's,
no.
so let's pay
She
for her.
tripping.
Whatever.
That's all. Hey, this old ass nigga. Hell, hey, bruh. I would give this old ass nigga work, and I don't even play the game like I don't even play COD like that. I'll give this old nigga work. She just talking.
Hey,
Give me 3 days, but if you
She
lose,
talking.
you got to give us it back in double.
No, that's not how the job works. You pay me, I'll get the job done.
Each 9-to-5 worker will now give their final thoughts on if streaming is actually more difficult. I don't think anybody's mind has been changed.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work, and you got to.
Oh, never mind. They changed his mind.
24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era. And technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with Carl. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. Yeah. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think.
So my mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Damn, bro. That was actually a great video, bro. Shout out FaZe, man. That was actually good.